guys. So yeah, I know I look like crap. I just threw a sweater over my PJ shirt or whatever, and I had to come film this real quick because I don't know, my spirit just wouldn't let me be, I guess. I was watching, actually this video, guys, if y'all don't have to really watch it, this video is more for, I mean, I'd appreciate if you guys watched it, but if you guys can't relate to it, that's because this video is kind of a little something for Stoner Morrison. I really hope you're watching this, girl, because like I just had to get up for you. So I was watching your videos, and I don't think I'll be able to smoke right now, guys. So that's another reason why I don't know if you guys will be interested in watching this, because my pen died. I'm trying to charge it, and I don't think I can use, no, I can't use it while it's charging. Maybe it just needs a little bit more charge. Anyway, I was trying to tell you guys, not you guys, Stoner Morrison. I mean, everybody else can listen, but I'm sorry if it's a little rambly before I can get to an actual point. I just, like I said, I'm not a very good talker before I medicate. But anyways, here goes. So I was watching the, I guess, like your most recent video on when you're talking about Jesus, and my heart was jumping in my chest. Like I was, ow! I was so excited. You have no idea how much I needed to see that. What I mean by this, before I started making YouTube videos, you know, I'm a person of faith. I grew up, okay, restart. I'm sorry. And I don't know, by the way, my name's Anna. That's my real name. I've yet to know your real name, so I don't really know what to call you other than Stoner Morrison, but hey. So I guess I'll give you a little background on myself first. I grew up in the church maybe from age 7, 8, around there. I moved in with my grandparents from Mexico to the US. My parents stayed back in Mexico while they sorted out their papers and stuff. I mean, they could come and visit me, but they just couldn't live here. I was here, you know, with study purposes, and I ended up going to a Baptist church with my grandmother. Now, in this church, and it's kind of how I had commented in some other video of yours, because from there I just kind of went digging onto the rest of your videos and saw, like, I guess your very first Jesus talk video. This is gonna be a very long video, Stoner Morrison, I'm sorry, but it just has to be this way. Like, I don't know how else to communicate with you right now, so if there's any other way aside from like writing, because I'm horrible at writing, I write like way too much, so if there's a way of like communicating with you, maybe I don't know, email. Oh, email's the same as writing. Maybe we can Skype one day or something, but anyway, sorry, my thoughts are elsewhere. So yeah, I grew up in the Baptist church, right? And it's like, I was commenting, I already said that, I was commenting in one of your videos. I'm pre-baked, but I'm not fully baked. I really wish this would turn on. I was watching that other video, your very first Jesus talk video, and I saw where, you know, I think it was Bake with Brie, where she was commenting on it, you know, like, why does God allow this? Why does God allow that? Or, you know, I've gone to churches and, you know, I was commenting on that, and I was saying, you know, it's sometimes we put our faith in people, and that's where we're wrong. You know, we go to a church and we expect, or at least, you know, we expect everybody in there to be perfect. We forget that, you know, hey, after all, we're all human beings, you know what I mean? We're gonna screw up. And if you don't know this, people in the church actually get attacked a whole lot more than people that don't have faith or that don't believe in Jesus being their savior. Why? Because the enemy already has those people trapped. He doesn't need to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like, take Time Warner. I don't know if you guys, Time Warner, basically where I'm at, it's just freaking internet. You know, I'm pretty sure it's nationwide at least. I don't know, I'm not too sure, Stoner Morrison, what kind of internet connections you have over there. But yeah, it's basically, my purse is open and my weed's just smiling at me. What's it called? Oh yeah, it's basically kind of like that, you know, like your internet provider. You know, if you start threatening them that you're gonna leave, they'll be on your butt calling you or making you offers and yada yada, you know, worrying about losing your what would it be, like your account, your money. And basically that's how the enemy works, you know, like if they already have you know, providing you a service and you're paying them for it, they're not going to worry about losing you. You're not threatening them to lose them, like for them to lose you, you know what I mean? So it basically works the same with the enemy. Like, you're no threat to him. Like, he's already got you in his claws. Like, why does he need to waste energy trying to pull you into his kingdom? You know what I mean? And I know a lot of this stuff, it's going to sound really crazy to a lot of stoners or to a lot of people in general, and I'll probably lose a lot of people for this, but this is basically what I wanted to talk to. There's just so much I have to tell you, so much that I cannot cram into this one video. So I'm gonna go back to my childhood, right? So I was in the Baptist church, and I knew a lot of people that they were doing a lot of stuff that just wasn't churchly like, I guess you would say. I didn't know then, you know, there's people like that in the church. You know, you expect everybody to be proper and freaking perfect, and it's not like that. You know, we're all, you know, getting closer to God for a reason, and we're all trying to change little by little. So I grew up like that, and then I ended up going to a church once my parents were here that I felt a little bit stronger. And that's where, as a child, although I was a child, I was like maybe 9, that was the age where I could literally feel like a very, very strong connection with God. I see, like, I'm sorry, I keep seeing a streak on my lens, so I hope it's not blurry. But anyway, what's it called? Oh yeah. So that's where I felt my relationship with God really grew and got stronger. And then out of nowhere, that church like split up. And basically where I'm going with my relationship going stronger, it's like in this church, I really felt people looked to prosper in God. Basically what I mean is, like, the other church, they were just content. They were your Sunday goers, you know what I mean? Like, you just go out of a custom or out of like a ritual for you or a routine, you know what I mean? It's just like Sunday after Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, but that's all you really do. It's just to say you go to church and you believe in something. Whereas, you know, I guess this is where people get it confused, and that's why like there's a lot of confusion when it comes to God. It's just like a lot of people focus on just going to church and being able to say they're churchgoers or they're Christians, when it should really be about your relationship with God. After all, your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Basically, you know, like when God talks about the church, and even in the Bible when he talks about the church, he says, you know, it's not a place, it's not a building, it's you. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that you can gather with a lot of other people that share the same spirit. You know, like, I don't know, guys, it's just something totally different. And basically, anyways, so I was a churchgoer, sorry. And then the pastor, he ended up screwing up and trying to sleep with one of the persons that attended there. And it just goes to show you how far the enemy can go into. We tend to want to blame God for everything. I was reading another one of your comments, not necessarily yours, but somebody commented on one of your videos where they were like, oh, we give God too much credit. Yeah, well, we blame him a crud load too. You know what I mean? Like, it's not his fault that you want to freaking screw up and end up, I don't know, in freaking jail. Or it's not his fault that you want to go rob a bank. I don't know. It's just like, you can't blame him for everything. And then later on, this person, what's really funny is that the same person that comments, we gave God too much credit, also contradicts themselves and goes and says something like, what was that other comment they made? God, and I just had it in my mind. That's why I was bringing it up again. It was something like, oh, you did the change. It was you. Like, oh, I guess it was like in the same comment. It says, we give God too much credit. And then you're the one that did the change, blah, blah, blah. Basically saying like, you know, you give God too much credit for changing your life when you're the one that did it. Well, when you mess up, you're the one that do it too. You know, you're the one that does it too. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you, Stoner Morrison. I'm just saying like in general, you know, we're the ones that mess up. And we tend to like, oh God, why are you punishing me this way? It's not him. It's the, how do you say it? Like the reaction to all your actions, basically. I don't know, guys. It's just, anyways, sorry. Back to the main story. I really need to, I'm gonna end up dropping my phone. I'm gonna end up like making this video way too long. So, you know, that happened. And at that time when that happened, I didn't really know about the pastor trying to do this. Like, I was a child, right? I just saw there was a split in the church. We ended up going elsewhere. And then we ended up going back to that same pastor. because like I said, we weren't aware of this until later on. He tried doing it again, this time with my mom. Now, you gotta understand, I grew up around this pastor. Like, our church was like this. It was tight. I would sleep over all the time with his daughters, with his daughter and like the neighbors' daughters, which were also from the church. Anyway, like, to me, to see a person that I had way up here, like, fall, like, it went to show, like, from there, that's where I just lost my faith. I allowed a person to make me question my faith, and that was my fault. And I regret it every day, you know, because I lost a lot of time apart from God. Like, I just literally said, you know what, like, what the crap is this? Like, it just really threw me off. So, like, you know, you think God puts you through all of this stuff, but it's just men themselves, you know, like, God didn't make that guy hit on my mom and in return make me lose my faith. No, that was a choice that he had because he allowed the enemy to enter his eyes and covet a woman that he shouldn't have in the first place. But, anyway, where was I going with this? Anyways, I guess basically that's my little background, you know, like, I've been of faith from a child, and then I stopped. And then I just went through like a lot of crap, and basically when I started smoking again, because I was on and off from smoking weed, but previous to just medicating with it, I was just using it to, you know, just recreationally. But then when I started medicating it and learning all the benefits of it, and I remember this one time we were in my room, and you know those, like, there's those random days where you reach that one peak of highness that, like, just turns your life around. And I remember just sitting there, and I don't know, like, something just, I started not questioning God, but just kind of like being more curious about him again, you know what I mean? And I just started really looking into his word, and just really what made me do that was also that, like, because previous to that, like, yeah, I felt like I was being called to him again. Like, my life really changed. Like I said, I was going crazy. I was partying out. I was hanging out with people I shouldn't have hung out with. And like you said, I lost a ton of people, family. And you'll lose people. Why? Because their spirits aren't in sync with yours. Basically, you know, you're trying to carry the Holy Spirit in your body, and these people obviously have their own, you know, spirits with them, like their own demons. So we all carry our own things until we accept God. Obviously, they're not going to feel comfortable around you, and obviously the devil's not going to want you talking to these people about God. So, you know, things are going to go wrong left and right. And yes, also God will be moving people from your life that will probably lead you astray. And basically that's what happened. Once I lost family and friends, or what I thought were friends, and materialistic items, I really, really saw the hand of him in my life. People around me would tell me, like, dude, how are you even, like, holding it together? I'd be breaking down, I'd be crying, I'd be stressed, I'd be this, I'd be that. How do you still have a smile on your face? Honestly, guys, I know it was God, you know what I mean? But, like, in my own person, like me, I wasn't forcing a smile. I felt so lightweight, so free, so, like, carefree, so, just, I don't know, man, it was just something totally different. So I was telling you, you will lose a lot of people, and you still have so much more to lose, but we gain a whole lot more than what we lose. I want you to remember that. Because I know right now it seems like, you know, living a Christian life seems hard. I want to link down some stuff for you just that kind of helped me out, and being even more free. Like, if you think this is like, oh, a great feeling, like, once you start, like, leaving all this worldly life behind, the connection with God is just, it just gets, like, a whole lot better. Like, it just reaches another level. Like, I don't know, literally, even my questions, even my parents question my faith. Like, they think what I'm doing is totally wrong. They think I'm crazy because I'm letting go of things left and right, and it's just people won't understand it. But that's just it. It even says in the Bible, people will call you crazy, people will question you, people will judge you, and that's fine. We're not here to please anybody else, Stoner Morrison. We're here to please God, our creator. And I just want you to remember that. I want you to, anytime you doubt, just come back to this video and watch this little part. Because, oh my God, dude, I get the chills just because, like, I'm so excited for you. Like, I'm just, I don't know, anyways, I want to go back to thanking you for that video, because go back to when I started making YouTube videos, my purpose for this, like I said, when God touched my life, you know, I felt a really strong calling for him, from him. And it was just like, you know, stoners, you know, we think this is a recreational drug, but it's actually something I strongly feel strong enough to bring it out. And it's a plant that it's made us to connect back to our Creator. After all, he created this plant. He mentions it plenty of times in the Bible. And this was the purpose for my channel. And I apologize to the public, and I apologize, you know, web-wide, to God. I apologize for, you know, letting myself get caught up in just trying to get more views or just trying to entertain people, when the whole calling to this was for me to preach his word. For me to let people know, you know, like, there's a right way to everything. And we just need to not let ourselves get wrapped up by this world. We live in this world, but we're not of it. And it says so in the Bible. And I guess, Stoner Morrison, what I wanted to say was thank you, because your video was an awakening call to me, or awakening call to me, wake-up call to me. There you go, I can't even talk. It was my wake-up call. And honestly, I kept telling myself, like, oh, I need to bring God into my videos. I need to bring God into my videos, because that was the whole purpose of it to begin with, was to have, because me as a stoner, like, right now I can't attend a church in which I won't hear potheads being judged. I can't, you know, I can't. You have no idea. Like, I want to cry, because it's so, like, it's so frustrating for your spirit to call you to go to a church and worship him, and people will just, and I mean, it's something that I gotta let go of, you know. I gotta let go of, like, being afraid to be judged, because who gives a crap, you know? Ultimately, like, you're not here to please them, you know. Like, that's something that is advice I give, and I can't take, obviously, because, like, you know, I wish I could just go crazy singing and just dancing and praising him. And sometimes it's just like, what if, you know, the people at the church are like, well, this freaking stoner's high as hell. So what? You know what I mean? Like, that, so what? And I just wanted to thank you, because we all have a purpose, and I was letting my purpose be lost. And I don't know, God just has a weird way of kind of leading you to things. And for some reason, like I tell you, like, I barely made time to watch your videos. For some reason, I couldn't find the time. I always said to myself, for some reason, like, I have other subscribers, you know, that would subscribe to me that have videos, and I would be able to go and see them. But for some reason, I couldn't make time to see yours. And I understand why. You know, the enemy has his ways of sneaking in and out just so you don't reach your purpose. And you reminded me of mine. So thank you. So from now on, guys, I will be having, you know, the normal, if you guys are still watching up until now, I will be having, you know, still the content I've had up until today, but I will also be having these videos, hopefully once I get on a better schedule, hopefully up every Sunday, for stoners that want to know of God. We'll have a place to hear of him comfortably. You know, we got to start somewhere, guys. And Stoner Morrison, I just thank you once again, girl, and just keep doing what you're doing. If you have any questions, like, don't doubt on reaching out to me. I don't know, for now, just message me here, or I'll, like, email you my number or my Skype name, something. Just change is coming, and you're part of it. And just know that God has a special purpose for you. And hey, who knows, maybe this is it. Maybe we can collaborate later on videos and stuff, and just, we might not get crazy out there fast, but we're gonna spread it. We'll spread his message, you'll see. Sorry guys, I wasn't able to smoke. My freaking pen never lit up, but I would have probably lost track of what I was saying. So I'm gonna cut it here before the video's too long. Just recap. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't lose your faith. If you ever have any troubles at all, just reach out to me, and I'll keep you in my prayers, and I just ask that you keep me in yours. So I don't know, I really have no way of cutting this.